Okay, hey guys. So I'm gonna share this, and I've done a little bit of looking around because this is a public fundraiser, and it's actually meant to be shared around so that he can get the funds that he is looking to raise. This, to me, from my research, is okay to put in a video. So I just want to go over a couple of things and say my piece about this situation here. I'm actually, if people are against this video, cool. If you support them, cool. If you want to support them, I'm actually going to pin a comment with the link to this GoFundMe. And if you want to donate, I mean, by all means, to each their own. So I will help share it around as well. I just want to kind of go over a few things that bother me about it. But again, that's just me, because if people are going to donate, I kind of want them to know a little bit to what they're kind of donating to, especially when, in my personal opinion, they could be possibly donating to a fraudulent thing that they're saying, which in my opinion this is. So he's well above his goal. He's almost 1,000 over his goal, so that's great. Frankie Ruzek organizing this fundraiser on behalf of his mother, Sandra Ruzek. Very nice. But we remember too, this isn't his first GoFundMe either. We remember last year there was a GoFundMe going around for 100K, and he did pretty well on that too. Excuse me. So just keep that in mind, that this isn't the first GoFundMe, as well as keep in mind they have PayPal, to which we can have comments where I will find the screenshots of the comments where they prefer PayPal donations, actually, because then people don't bother and harass them with how much they're getting and how much people are donating to them. So there's actually been comments of them asking and saying they prefer the PayPal donation. So there's that. Okay, so let's get into this. The reason they have to raise this money is because they cannot afford to pay the legal services they need, all on their own, since August 13th of 2018. Okay, hang on. Again, this is not their first GoFundMe. There was at least one other GoFundMe that I know of that was for 100K. Like I said, it did very well on that. And like I said, they've got PayPal donations, and let's not forget the over $500,000 life insurance that they are actually trying to keep all of. We all know they've been battling the Watts in courts for. So, again, all right, they need to raise the money because they can't afford to pay for legal services all on their own. Okay, but I think they also have a team of attorneys too, right? If I'm not mistaken. But anyway, since August 13th of 2018, we have been constantly tormented, slandered, defamed, bullied, threatened, harassed, and pushed to our very limit. Okay, wow. All because my pregnant sister and her 2 daughters, my 2 nieces and unborn nephew, were brutally murdered. Some very evil people have created hundreds of hate groups on Facebook, thousands of horrible videos on YouTube saying very nasty and vile things about my deceased family, and my parents and I words, I won't repeat words, and pictures that go way over their policies and guidelines, but have nothing to do to stop it. Okay, so they want this money for legal fees or whatever to stop because they've been bullied, harassed, all these things. And hundreds of hate groups on YouTube is true. That is facts and can be proven. And they say super nasty things, very vile things. I mean, he's definitely not lying right there. But I'm not sure why he's putting that in there when he's the one and his family that are actually on the teams of these channels that are doing these things. Blue mods running these things. And some of the channels are even saying that this is a Rusek channel, right? I mean, we all heard Sandy even gave one creator permission to call herself Shan, right? She said, Shan came out of my womb, so you can call yourself Shan if you want to, right? I mean, I don't know. So we, the Ruzek family, are doing ourselves, sadly, doing this ourselves. Sadly, millions of people go through online bullying daily as well. But for the last 2 years, every day I wake up from constant nightmares only to realize it's not a dream. This is real life. Oh my gosh. Every single day, he's right. There's constant nasty videos every single day. And not just one. I mean, multiple. Like he said, there's hundreds of channels. Again, we can show screenshots and show, I mean, he is helping these channels. They're even behind these channels saying they're Ruzek channels. Again, let's not forget that. And they are like teams on this, like Blue Wrenched, calling the shots for these channels. Shit. Sandy Ruzek said kick one guest off of a panel before, and they were kicked off instantly, even though they said nothing. So, pretty interesting. It's not a dream. This is real life. We are beyond sick and tired of it, and we're putting our foot down. We've been put through all of this unnecessary torture and harassment for long enough. My family and thousands of people online that help fight this evil every day that has plagued our life and not let my innocent family and I grieve. We are attempting to make a law. Oh God, it goes on even farther. They are attempting to make a law promptly named after my older sister who was murdered that day, Shanann Watts Ruzek. Look at you throwing the Watts name in there for some money. But, they want us to stop talking about it, but he's putting everything in there, every single detail. Okay, we want to name it Shanann's Law. I wouldn't wish 1 second of this absolutely despicable torment on my worst enemy, let alone an innocent family, a brother or sister, mother or father. He's not wrong. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. However, there's also screenshots where I believe Frankie says, everyone start harassing these people. Do whatever you have to harass them. Just don't threaten them. Yeah, it's crazy. Also, let's talk about threatening death threats behind channels that this family works for. It's crazy. My plan is to help prevent anyone from ever having to go through the unbelievable nightmare that we all have. All of this happened just because my family was brutally murdered and everyone wants to play detective or make large amounts of money off by extorting my family's murderers. Oh my gosh. Making large amounts of money by extorting my family's murders. I'm just going to go out and say it, that nobody has made more money off of this case than the people behind this very fundraiser right now. That is facts. There are people who have made hundreds and thousands of dollars off lies, conspiracies, jealousy, or hate, all the while putting my family and I through constant torture, harassment, because they don't want to believe the law enforcement, detectives, Colorado Bureau of Investigation, and the FBI who worked tirelessly to solve this case in a week. Let me tell you, solve this case in a week. But yet so many unanswered questions. No matter what side of the fence you're on, there is unanswered questions. Some had to quit their jobs or retire due to the graphic nature of my niece's bodies found in oil tanks and my sister close by in shallow grave. What happened that day haunts us every minute of every day. We just want some peace for the evil people who broke the law in order to harass and slander me, to be charged accordingly. Thank you and God bless every single one of you. We have no idea what it will cost, but I know it's a lot. Some of these people live in another country and some in other states here in the U.S. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know times are rough right now, and if you can't donate, a single prayer for this to stop is plenty good enough. Thank you, sincerely, the Ruzek family, and please forgive us for asking for help. We just can't do it alone. Okay. So you don't know how much it will cost. You just know it will cost a lot. So I actually made a GoFundMe to help like I said, with Rhonda Glover, and a producer helped me with, what to say on there, and did all that. He helped me set it all up. But what I had done, me personally, and I was new to helping with cases and stuff too. So, this was just me coming in new. I went and found the proper attorney that would work the best for Rhonda's case and her story, and someone that I thought would get her out because, he's a shark, he's helped people that have been on very big documentaries and stuff. And this man was willing to take Rhonda's case. But what you do is you talk with them first and you set up your plan. So first, you got to find your attorney. So this $10,000 is supposed to be to help pay for attorneys. So what I did, I found the attorney first, made sure it was the right attorney. We then spoke and we figured out what the payment situation would be, which was, let's say you give me a detainer of $15,000, I start working for you right now today. As soon as that $15,000 clears, I start working. And then, usually in high profile cases, which this very much is a high profile case, and Rhonda was a high profile case as well, that attorney was willing to take a small detainer, $15,000, and then we were going to work something out as it went, because he knew it's a high profile case. It was going to also help him, his name, get him out there more. And there's things you work out, and it is facts. The high profile cases like this, that's what happens. The attorneys are willing to work out with you. Like Rhonda had paid her one attorney to fight her case by signing her house over to him. There's all sorts of things in high profile cases that attorneys will do because they know that there's money that they're going to end up getting. So, anyway, that's what I feel like. I would have donated probably then, not for this cause, but if I knew, and again, there's not another GoFundMe, but there was another GoFundMe, but there's also one going around where he is actually saying donate to PayPal instead, so it can be undetected from all the trolls and bullies and stuff. That's weird. To say you don't know how much you need, that's another thing with doing it for Rhonda. Like, we put the $10,000, or I think it was 10 or 15 grand on there. Again, that was somebody else helping me figure it out because I was new. So, but you put that on there because you want people to see, okay, well, you've gotten this much, and how much more do you need? You don't want it to be like undetected. People want to see how much you still need. You know what I'm saying? To have it like, I don't want the trolls to see. I guess I can kind of understand that, but not really. It just kind of seems super sketch to me and hella shady. So that's what I personally did, was got the attorney all set up. I knew what I needed. I knew what the payment arrangement was going to be. So to just say, we need lots of money. I don't know how much it is. I got to sue people in different countries. I got to sue people in different states and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, that's some bullshit, right? Let's just be honest right there. That's just bullshit. Also, the hate groups, they are behind this. I want people to know that are donating that it can be proven, and there definitely will be proof, that the very person running this fundraiser trying to stop, let's read it. Let's read his words. Bullying. What was it? Here we go. Constant, tormented, slandered, defamed, bullied, threatened, harassed, and pushed to the very limit. They are literally behind the people that are doing this every single day to some of my personal close friends. Like Tanya Hagen, really? Really? And he's there commenting. The other thing too is when you put yourself out there, because Frankie has now made him and dragged his mom and father into it too. He has now made them, you guys are all now public figures. You have a YouTube channel, you're running other YouTube channels. You're all public figures now. And when you put yourself out there like that and make yourself a public figure, whatever you want to call it, you're a celebrity now, Frankie. I know that you were saying that. You're super psyched, right? Kylie Jenner knows who I am. Whoop. Okay. You know, you're putting yourself out there. That's a choice you're making. There's always going to be haters. Like, I get bullied, and you know this because you've been behind some of my bullying, right? You've been bullying me. You get behind and laugh and leave public comments on other people bullying me. Right, Frankie? So, I mean, I think people should know where they're donating to, what kind of people they're donating it to, and that can all be proven. But again, if you don't agree with this, or you can totally see where he's coming from, there is going to be a pinned comment that you can go ahead and go to the link, donate whatever you want, $1, donate everything you got. I mean, shit, that's fine. But things can be proved, and I think it's time that America actually sees just what's going on. Bullying, harassment, slander, all the very things that this very person is behind. So I think you're actually going to need a team of lawyers. You should probably, in fact, go back in your GoFundMe and raise it up, because for what you're trying to do here, countries, all different countries and states, you're going to need a team of lawyers. But anyways, that's all I'm going to say on just that portion. But there's a couple of us that we've got some screenshots of the comments and stuff. You know, the bullying and stuff. When you put yourself out there, Frankie, you put yourself out there like that, you're going to get bullied, and there's going to be harassment. There's always going to be haters. And that's common sense when you decide to when you put yourself out there to begin with. But you are already a high profile person, and then now you keep continually putting yourself out there. So you are now, I guess, a celebrity. You made yourself that, right? I think you've wanted this for a long time, always being behind your sister, like in your sister's shadows, while she's super popular and well loved all over social media. She was a mini celebrity herself, right? So welcome out of your sister's shadows, but I wish you would start getting your money in an honest way. Again, I'll leave the link though and help support. So there's that.